This is for Nulo Mykoshla from the MMDC. Just come to hand us the news that there is Melbourne Musos Friday F.A.R.K.U.S tonight at 6 p.m. on the beer o'clock dot. News has just come in that a new submarine spare parts swapping deal has been forged between the dealerships of Boris, Bivden and Bogan. It seems the French are shit out of luck. This new deal has been called the F.A.R.K.U.S Alliance. We cross now to our roving reporter who is abreast of the growing situation.
Carte. 8 à la banque.
Suivi.
C'est suivi.
The house will cover the difference.
Bien, madame. Oui, monsieur. Changeur, s'il vous plaît. Carte. 9 à la banque.
I need
Carte.
another 1,000.
I admire your courage, Miss.
Sylvia Trench. I admire your luck, Mr.
Malacca. Astra Malacca. Mr. Malacca.
I suppose you wouldn't care to, raise the level.
I have no objections.
Madame, c'est illégal, monsieur.
Nah.
C'est suivi, monsieur.
Looks like you're out to get me.
It's an idea at that. 8.
8 à la pompe. 9 à la banque.
Thank you. Andre, I must pass the shoe. I hope you'll forgive me. It's most important.
Merci, monsieur, pour les employés.
Could you have the sent to Gladys bin chicken, please?
Too bad you have to go. Just as things were getting interesting.
Yes. Tell me, Miss Trench, do you play any other games? I mean, besides covert shots at the Melbourne showgrounds?
Amongst other things.
One afternoon then. Then we could watch Melbourne Musos on Channel 31 afterwards, perhaps.
Sounds tempting. May I, let you know in the morning?
Splendid. Here's my COVID vaccination card. Remember to put a sticker on your liquor.
And I want to thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much, pal.
Yeah, thanks, champ. Happy to be part of the F.A.R.K.U.S Alliance. I don't have to hold a hose though, but do I?
There is more to come, so tune into Melbourne Musos Friday F.A.R.K.U.S right here at 6 p.m.
Hey! Hey, hey! Hey! Welcome to Melbourne Musos F.A.R.K.U.S Live. Oh, what a week, what a week! That's what I always say, my lord! My name is Chris Quinlan, and there you go, and here we are, F.A.R.K.U.S Live, in the middle of lockdown 6 something or other. We're going to get some freedoms tomorrow, and I'm going to take the pooch to the doggy park, because it's always been outside of the 5K limit, that kind of stuff. And what if he won't know what hit him. He's going, oh, I'm free. Oh, there we go. What a week, what a week. Hey, so there we go. Yes, lots of stuff on the politico scene and all that stuff. Tonight, what I'm doing is actually bringing in the last few lessons. Oh my God, look at the teacher in me. The last few F.A.R.K.U.S and the last few couple of Melbourne Musos episodes on Dear Channel 31. And what we've got is last week I did a tribute, yet another one. Thank God I don't have to do one tonight. On Lee Scratch Perry, and what we had with that was dub reggae. I had the dub reggae horns, all sorts of different things. Tonight is a bit percusso crazy here, with a bit of echo a la Lee Scratch Perry. He loved his ooh, 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 the Roland Space Echo, which I put up last week. Oh, if you wanted to sound like Pink Floyd, buy one of them. They're going to get a good mention tonight too, because what I'm going to talk about, this all sounds very random. And what we're doing is a little thing that I've talked about before, but I'm going to take it a bit of a step further, because Lee Scratch Perry talked about remix and dubs and things like that. Frank Zappa talked about xenochrony. Okay, and what the definition of that is where you'll take sound bites or tapes or things, or in Zappa's case, his guitar solos, and overlaid them to a completely different different rhythm track. Sometimes because he was so fascinated with polyrhythmic playing and stuff, that he said that sometimes that's the only way you can get the 29 against 11 polyrhythm and things like that. And then what would happen, you would have things like Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here album from 1975. And the title track, it actually sounds like the dude is changing the radio channel. And then it gets on to the basic in transistor sound. And then Dave Gilmour plays along, you know, like we all do. Started to play along with the track on the radio and all that business. Who remembers when the first time we had the cassettes, the radio, the new single of whomever would come up, we'd actually put the little tiny microphone up against the speaker. It didn't matter, it was mono. And then, of course, the Beatles, when they got all psychedelic. Well, it hasn't been that long since I talked about Revolution number 9 on the White Album. But what I've got here is a little thing that I'd like to extrapolate. I've talked about Lee Scratch Perry last week. I've talked about Frank Zappa and xenochrony. I'd like to talk about a piece of music. Jesus' Blood Never Failed Me Yet, by Gavin Bryars. He's still with us, so I don't have to do a tribute to him. And what he did was he took a piece of singing from a homeless man in 1971. He was doing writing music for a film that was based on homeless in the early 70s in England, London, and he had this piece of tape of a homeless man singing Jesus' Blood Has Never Failed Me Yet, and he worked out that the way that the man was singing it fitted in with the tones. It ended up being 13 bars. There you go. And then he just built it up into this incredible orchestral piece with choirs and stuff. And it's a really evocative piece, so that he would take a loop, only this time in classical. Now, this is a form of minimalism. We can talk about Philip Glass and people like that. And what could happen is that you can take something and work with it, you see.
I want to thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much, pal.
Yeah, thanks, champ. Happy to be part of the F.A.R.K.U.S alliance. I don't have to hold a hose though, but do I?
I want to thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, champ. Happy to be part of the F.A.R.K.U.S alliance. I don't have to hold a hose though, but do I? F.A.R.K.U.S. F.A.R.K.U.S. Take me up to Periscope. F.A.R.K.U.S.
That was a little bit, that's part one of an overlapping theme that I'm going to do throughout tonight's show. And it's a piece of music called F.A.R.K.U.S. So all these, I love that sound so much. All these sounds and all that are Asian sounds from my sample patch. Anyway, there you go. And what happens with this is that when you're taking loops, I mean, it would, back in the days of Frippatronics with Robert Fripp, he would get the two tape decks and get the reel-to-reel tape going round and round and round. That's how flanging was invented when the Beatles tried to do that. And now we have it in a pedal, the flanger pedal, because no two machines are the same, really. When you get two reel-to-reel techs and they're identical, one motor and the other might be just a little bit out. You've got to really go to town with calibration is the term. But if, and over a period of time, it would just go, micro stuff. So what goes on? People like Mike Patton, and poor old Mike Patton, I wanted to bring him up today. He's had to cancel the whole Faith No More tour and the Mr. Bungle thing. He's just mental health because of the COVID business, you know, everything that's going on. And when you get such a talented man like that, you really do need to pause a second, because he always came across as super strong and didn't give a rat's. I was next to him at the bar at the Palace back in 2001. He came up for a beer. He's like, "You got any beer on the rider, mate?" "Yes, Mr. Patton." And he's a hero, right? I would have gone fanboy on him. But just his persona, I was just there and going, he's right there. I could say, "Hello, I've been a fan for a long time, blah, 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 yep. And I've gone, nah, I'll let him go, because he had attitude and all that. So when, it, you know, sometimes, so here's a cheerio to Mike Patton for that, and Phantomas, all the weird stuff. And he loves all this business, you know, being able to take disparate things and put it together and all that. He gets cartoon sounds, he gets lots of different things. Makes all these...
Out of luck. The French are shit out of luck. The French are shit out of the French are shit out of luck. 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 The French French are shit out of luck. The 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 French are shit out of luck.
That is in 6/4. You see, just took me a second to get into the groove from there, from being going up and back down, that kind of thing. But if you listen to it,
the French are shit out of luck. 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 The French are shit out of luck.
There you go. What happens with that, though? This is one of the things that Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull does. Off the A album. No, sorry, pardon me. What's the one after? Oh my Lord! Broadsword and the Beast. And what he did is he got this beautiful riff, and what it was is he's actually juxtaposing essentially 4/4 over 3 or 6, if you like. You know, that could be 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 3 and. But generally speaking, 6/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2. And then if I play a basic rock beat to it,
the French are shit out of luck. The French are shit out of luck. The French are shit out of luck. The French are shit out of luck.
Basic rock beat.
The French are shit out of luck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The French are shit out of luck. The French are shit out of luck.
And it gives that beautiful hemiola from Espanola.
The French are shit out of luck. 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 The French are shit out of luck.
And what goes on with that, you see, is that you get this beautiful kind of lilting kind of metronomic time. You work with it like that. Now, one of the things about this, I'm mentioning different people. I usually, when I'm talking about Mike Patton and his work, usually in the same breath I see, I was talking the other week about pairs with drummers and, you know, with Dear Charlie Watts, etc. But what happens is that with Mike Patton, I always seem to come up with Trent Reznor of 9 Inch Nails at the same time, because he's got that same kind of business as well, especially when you're doing his sort of kind of 12-inch versions, you know, 12-inch things of the Downward Spiral and stuff, and Fragile, that album there. Oh my Lord, what an album that is. And then, with Charlie Watts, geez, I'm naming a lot of people tonight. Charlie Watts would have China up there. I'll put it back over there. But in the same breath, it's a draw along bow, but Rob Hurst. Oils, mate, oils. Keep the basic beat.
champ.
Boy from down under.
I want to thank that fellow down under.
Yeah. What's
Thank
his
you
name?
very much, pal.
What's his name, mate?
I want
What's
to
his name?
thank, that fellow down under. Thank you very much, pal.
Say my name.
I want to thank that fellow down under.
Say my name. Say my name. That guy.
Thanks, pal. Thanks, pal. Thanks, pal. Thanks, pal. Thanks, pal.
What's his name, mate?
Thanks, pal. Thanks, pal.
You little.
Thanks, pal.
You're gonna get him into all the submarines. It's good to know his bloody name, mate.
Thanks, pal.
We're cooked, mate, cooked. Not forgetting taking samples from different places, you know. You can take different things and make a montage. Do you remember South Park? Do you remember that episode? Montage! Yeah, montage! So, what you have... montage! A montage. You got Joe, you got Scotty, but don't forget Forrest the Spider. Forrest the Spider. Forrest the Spider. Montage! That's what you got. Montage! I'm doing this straight up sober. I do not drink and drum. That's dangerous right there. So what you've got there is a different way of creating music, especially during these COVID times, in the sense that what goes on is that if you can't get together as a band, as a unit, whatever it is, what you do is you can take things like beautiful words, poetry, whatever, a spoken word like that, underlay it with something else. Last year I did a lot of work like that with some beautiful people. One band is the Remotes, although we were doing covers and all that, but getting together during lick downs of 1 and 2 and all that. Then what happens now is that just do it. I mean, one of the things you want to be able to do is, with all due respect, set up your own studio, even if it's just your phone, and wherever you, in the living room, wherever it is, and it's sheer honesty, and that's what we've got to do during these times. We've got to work out a new way to push on through to the other side, to quote the Doors, our Jim. I'll start to wrap the show up. Hit the cymbal, Chris. It is 20 inches. Ha 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 ha! I had a few things here to show you. I was going to very quickly read to you that beautiful piece of music. Please go and check it out. Jesus' blood hasn't failed me yet. Let me see if I can get it going. Come on now. Jesus' blood never failed me yet is a 1971 composition by Gavin Bryars based on a loop of an unknown homeless man singing a brief improvised stanza. The loop was the singer's recollection of the chorus of a gospel hymn by James M. Black, published in 1911. Rich harmonies comprising string and bass are gradually overlaid over the stanza. The piece was first recorded for use in a documentary which chronicles street life in and around Elephant and Castle and Waterloo in London. When later listening to the recordings, Bryars noticed the clip was in tune with his piano and that it conveniently looped into 13 bars. For the first LP recording, he was limited to a duration of 25 minutes. Later, he completed a 60-minute version of the piece for cassette tape, and with the advent of the CD, a 74-minute version. It was shortlisted for the 1993 Mercury Prize. There you go. And please go check it out. It's a wondrous piece of music. And it really does encapsulate the signs of the times, I suppose. Now just remember, that this technique is used by some of the best musicians we know. And all I have to do, quote the Beatles, Pink Floyd, just sit there. If I didn't play drums, I tell you one job that I'd love to do is be a Foley artist. Run around on gravel and get the coconuts for the horses, for the Holy Grail, you know. Get out the holy hand grenade of Antioch. Brother Maynard. And that's what it is. So I better start singing about it. But when you are talking about doing things like this and other bits and pieces,
I want to thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much.
You can go along with the tape.
Yeah, thanks, champ. Happy to be part of the F.A.R.K.U.S alliance. I don't have to hold a hose though, but do I?
Eh.
I want to thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much, pal. I want to thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much, pal. I want to thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much, pal. I want to thank that fellow down under.
Take me off the periscope again.
Thank you very much, pal. I want to thank that fellow down under.
F.A.R.K.U.S.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, champ. F.A.R.K.U.S. Yeah, thanks, champ. F.A.R.K.U.S. Yeah, thanks, champ. F.A.R.K.U.S. Yeah, thanks, champ. F.A.R.K.U.S. Yeah, thanks, champ. Yeah, thanks, champ.
Thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much, pal. I want to thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much, pal. I want to thank that fellow down under.
Sinister. So, I bid you farewell. Hoo-yah. My name is Quinlan from Melbourne Musos. This is F.A.R.K.U.S Live. I'm going to do a little bit of editing, cordial. And hopefully have this show up tomorrow, but I'm not sure because I'm taking the pooch to the doggy park. Ooh. That's my priority, little fella. So always stay safe, look after each other. Gotta have a laugh, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Chad. Yeah, thanks, Chad. Yeah, thanks, Chad. Yeah, thanks, Chad. Yeah, thanks, Trent.
I'm out. Hey!
Yeah, thanks, Trent. Yeah, thanks, Trent. Yeah, thanks, Trent. Yeah, thanks, Trent. Yeah, thanks, Chad. Yeah, thanks, Chad. Yeah, thanks, Chad.